Breaking news! Congressman Leandro Levesti, ikinatuwa ang posibleng ethics complaint laban sa kanya. Hindi ikinababahala ni Congressman Leandro Levesti, ang kinatawan ng unang distrito ng Batangas, ang posibilidad na maharap siya sa isang House ethics complaint kaugnay ng umano'y sa pilitan niyang pagkuha ng kopya ng tinaguriang Cabral Files. Ayon kay Levesti, kung maghahain man ng reklamo laban sa kanya, mas lalo lamang umano itong magiging daan upang mailantad sa publiko ang mas malalalim na problema sa loob ng Kongreso. I enjoy the idea that they will be filing an ethics case because then we'll be able to air all of Congress' dirty laundry with them in public.
Siyempre, what are we left with today? What we are left with today would be, obviously, kung meron pa mga documents that are in her possession that can be retrieved by government, we should be able to retrieve it, no? Kasi for example, meron admission si Congressman Leandro Levesti na meron daw siyang listahan, binigay daw sa kanya as early as September. Yung pong listahan supposedly ng mga proyekto na may kasama pong proponents. My question to him is, it has been several months since this supposed document had been provided to him. Why has he not disclosed it up until today? Hindi ba? Kasi binabanggit ko yun in the last couple of days na meron pong binigay na dokumento. Where is that list? And if that list is actually relevant to the flood control controversy, that list should have been disclosed in the soonest time. Hindi natin kailangan itayin si Undersecretary Cabral po dito. If it is in your possession, that should have been disclosed in the soonest time. If what we actually wanted was actual truth-seeking in the flood control controversy. So that is something that we would want to see in the next couple of days. Siyempre, if he wanted to honor Ms. Cabral, and then that should be seen in the next couple of days. Sino yung mga taong ito? Sino yung mga kongresistang ito? Sino po yung mga senador na ito? Sino po yung mga executive officers na ito na nandun po supposedly sa listahan po ni Undersecretary Cabral? So, ibig sabihin, it is unfortunate that she cannot contribute to the ongoing probe, but again, karamihan po sa makukulong at ikukulong ang mga ebidensya ay hindi po nagmula sa kanya, kundi nagmula sa iba't ibang mga tao. And syempre, as a final point, ang totoo naman it was not just her, hindi ba? Na talaga po meron pong listahan, so we have to be able to talk to her staff. No? So yung mga assistant secretaries niya, yung pong mga staff and directors po niya, ay pwede rin po natin makausap if they have more information as to what she actually knew, particularly dito po sa mga NEP insertions na binabanggit. So, ibig sabihin, the end of the line has not yet been reached with her death. Marami pa hong pwedeng kalkalin in coordination with documents in her possession and other personalities that should be involved and should be coordinated with dito sa bagay po dito.
Okay, Tom, si former Jose Cabral, tinuturing siyang Queen of Allocables before she was downloaded into Rawin. Ano ang lesson nito o anong babala sa mga taong may alam? Dapat na ba silang magsalita? Baka sila ma-downloaded rin accidentally or not accidentally?
Siyempre, yung pagsasabi po ng katotohanan ay personal. Di ba? So, sila ko yung magpapasya kung kailan ho sila handa, kung kailan ho sila may tapang, or kung gusto nila maging tahimik. No? So, ibig sabihin, yung lahat po ng mga hakbang po na ito may actual na mga consequences. Di ba? So, we leave it to each and every individual who might be involved in the flood control controversy as to what actions they will take. So, ibig sabihin, siyempre, irrespective of the incident, siyempre, ang talagang gusto ho natin to be able to get at the truth. So, however it is. So, kasi pwede naman it doesn't have to come from the mouth of the person. Pagka may whistleblower, the truth will come from the other person. So, siyempre, dun sa hindi pa nagsasalita, hopefully, in whichever platform that they're most comfortable with, they should be able to state their truth to the public.
So, are you saying, Kong, that the truth did not die with her?
I don't, like what I stated, the truth will not die with her kasi nga, if there are documents, for example, on NEP insertions that are in devices which government can legally acquire even after death, we should be able to acquire.
Okay. May binanggit po kayo na about Congressman Leviste na in possession doon sa mga listahan ng proponents ng mga project at hindi pa nilalabas hanggang sa ngayon. Ang tanong ko po, anong masama naman kung mag-propose ng project ng isang mambabatas? Eh talaga namang trabaho ng kongresista yun, di po ba?
Well, tama po yun. At katulad nga ho na sinasabi natin, ang lagi naman hong tanong dito ay hindi kung sino ho yung nag-propose, no? Kundi kung tama ho ba yung proposal, una, pangalawa, ibig sabihin, based on need. Pero pangalawa, meron po bang kickbacks para sa kongresistang yan? Ibig sabihin, dapat walang kickbacks. Tapos pangatlo, ghost, substandard ba, or well implemented po ba yung proyekto na ito? So, ibig sabihin, and again, it did not come from us, it came from Congressman Leviste. The challenge to him is basically disclose that list if we actually want to honor the memory of Undersecretary Cabral.
Ang sabi ni Senator Ping Lacson, Cabral was ready to talk at to reveal all. As if to ano yung suicide angle na talagang gusto ni magsalita na pero naging unfortunate nga daw.
Well, I don't want to get into the realm of course, conjecture on her state of mind, di ba? Ang totoo naman ho, syempre may mga teorya po lahat ng tao, no? Ibig sabihin, in fact, kahit yung pamilya, may sarili ho silang pagtingin. Pero syempre, ang pinakamapagpasya naman po dito, una, yung pagtingin ng pamilya kung ano ho yung nangyari. Ang pagtingin ng asawa, aksidente ho yung nangyari. Pangalawa, yung sa investigative bodies, wala pa hong actual na resulta. So, it would have been good that she could have continuously cooperated. And to be fair to her, nagpakita ho siya doon sa House Infrastructure Committee on all the hearings, on all the briefings. No? And isa ho doon sa most important testimonies po niya during our proceedings was confirming the fact po ng 51 billion insertions po ni Congressman Paulo Duterte ng 2019 to 2022. So, it was hard to extract it from her initially, pero eventually she was made to admit na that was in fact her quote from that article and that insertions were in fact made during the course of those years. So, gusto namin sana siya na nagpatuloy pa rin ho to cooperating with ICI and the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Dali na, it would not happen anymore, but the documents live continuously until today, and we would want to be able to get the documents as well.
Long as we speak, there is no case filed against Lisa Cabral. But according to DOJ, parang kasama siya doon sa London case relative to the Bulacan controversy. Moving forward, if and when itong kaso na ito is filed, anong implication ng kanyang demise sa criminal at civil liability niya, if ever?
Di syempre, pagka ho criminal, the criminal case extinguishes because of her death. No? I think that should be clear. Pero yung second point on civil damages and civil cases, natanong ko kahapon yung prospect po ng civil forfeiture. Pagka ho, maipakita for example na much of her wealth had been taken through illegal means, the estate of Mrs. Cabral will have to answer for it. So, ibig sabihin, pagka ho, meron pong mga pag-aari, whether in her name or in others' name, pero she is the beneficial owner of it, the case will not die with her. A civil forfeiture case can still actually proceed against her estate.
naglilingkod sa gobyerno, nasa gobyerno ang isang tao, kapag hindi niya napatunayan na yung nabili niyang mga bags na LV at Hermes, of course, I'm exaggerating, ay hindi kaya ng kanyang normal na kinikita at legal na kinikita, deem ill-gotten wealth. Ganun po ba ang jurisprudence sa atin?
Hindi, yun po yung actual definition po ng ill-gotten wealth. No? Pag hindi ho mag-abot-abot yung pong sahod mo at doon sa lifestyle mo. No? So, yan ho yung kailangan pong pag-isipan ng mga abogado ng gobyerno if they will undertake the civil forfeiture case against her estate. No? Kasi nga, syempre, kung talagang makikita ho ron, makikita naman ho yan through AMLAC transactions check. No? Kung talagang malaki mo yung pera. Pero syempre, ibang bagay yung pagka the wealth was created and was named through other persons, pero siya ho yung beneficial interest. Merong beneficial interest. So, yun kailangan ho nating pag-aralan. Kasi mas mahirap po na proseso yun. Pero I think that is something that the government lawyers can actually do.
So, kailan po mag-receive yung planong investigation ng House against sa mga flood control scandal and other in-price scandal?
Well, yung sa bahagi po namin, deemed suspended ho kami for as long as the ICI subsists. So, kung ano ho yung maging fate ng ICI, so for example, kung masuspend din siya or mag-sunset provision siya, pwede ho kami magsimulang muli. Pero ang balita ko po, si Congressman Edgar Erice ng Caloocan ay magka-file po ng resolution sa Lunes relating to the death of Undersecretary Cabral and yung pong kanyang actual participation in the flood control probe. No? So, antayin po natin yan.
Nauna rito, sinabi ni Terry Ridon, ang kinatawan ng Bicol Saro Party List, na maaari umanong maghain ng ethics complaint ang ilang kawani ng Department of Public Works and Highways laban kay Levesty. Ayon kay Ridon, if they actually wanted to honor the memory of Cabral, na dapat hindi siya ginagamit sa malicious disclosures of government documents, parang dapat sila ho ay mag-file ng ethics complaint against Congressman Levesty. Ang posibleng reklamo ay may kaugnayan sa umano'y pagkuha ni Levesty ng mga dokumento mula sa yumaong dating DPWH Undersecretary na si Catalina Cabral, na ngayoy sentro ng kontrobersya dahil sa mga ibinubunyag na impormasyon hinggil sa mga proyekto at usapin sa budget ng ahensya. Sa kabila ng mga banta ng ethics complaint, nananatiling matatag ang posisyon ni Levesty na hindi siya urong at handa niyang harapin ang anumang investigasyon, maging ito man ay sa loob ng kamara o sa mas malawak na paghatol ng publiko. At kung kayo naman ang tatanungin mga kababayan, ano kaya ang inyong reaksyon at komento sa balitang ito? Please comment down below at huwag na rin kalimutang i-like at share ang ating video.
Thank you for watching.